What's going on, Credit Snipers? This is your boy Carlos with the Credit Assassins, guys. I'm happy that you guys are here today. Today I want to talk to you guys about how about if a collection, a charge off, or any type of disputes comes back verified. What do you do? I mean, this is something that it was brought up by one of you. Great topic. Thank you for giving us some new topics to actually talk about. And we definitely want to go ahead and address some of your concerns, things that are going on. We've seen it with some of my clients too, but at the same time, we want to make sure that we cater to our audience. So let's talk about that today. But before that, guys, if this is your first time on our channel, again, please make sure that you subscribe, make sure that you click on all. Click on the bell, click on all, so that you be notified every single day. Why? Because we come out with new content every single day. So I want to make sure that you don't miss anything. We want to keep all our videos between 5 to 10 minutes, so like that you guys are able to grab what we give you, and if you need to go back a couple of times, so like that you assimilate what we putting out and you put it in practice, and let's go with it. But I want to make sure it's nice and short, to sweet, to the point, so that you guys could put a lot of the things that we talk about in practice. At the same time, guys, give me the thumbs up. That's gonna help me out to actually bring this value, this content to many more. It's my goal in life to actually give back, because I've been able and I've been fortunate in life to be able to learn what I have learned, create a blueprint for myself, and create the name of Credit Assassins. Why? Because coming back from military and knowing certain things on how to attack, how to actually win a war, I was able to put together that same teaching, to certain learnings that I got from the military, now apply to the credit game. This is why I created the best credit blueprint, in order to help you, but it mainly was to help myself in the rut that I find myself, that I couldn't get credit. And my credit got shocked because not knowing how to manage my own credit cards, real estate debt, it was, you name it. So I went over to the 553 guys, and I was able to figure out the sauce in order to bring myself back to the 800. And I want to share that with you because, hey, dude, I mean, honestly, I see how people live in this world, especially in the United States. And I want to make sure that you actually are able to use everything that's available to you, man. I came from another country, from a third world country, and I came to actually taste and live the American dream. And I was able to do that, not at the beginning, but it took me a while. But I'm able to actually get to almost live the dream of that I want. I want to share that with you. And if I could do, and I could help you today, you can start taking charge of your own finances, this is my dream. I want to make sure that I help each one of you, and this content is free. But at the same time, if you want to get in on course, remember, we are the best credit blueprint, the course, but we are the credit assassin. And we want to make sure that you snipe every bad credit. So guys, some of the things. So again, my remarkable. This is I put my notes here. This is how I work out, how I work, and going forward. I want to make sure that I put this content for you guys. Now, something you got to keep in mind is 75% of the information that is sent to the credit bureau comes back verified. Not only that, just recently, President Biden did a study on the credit bureaus, and if I'm actually going to put a link on that video, in which he's talking about closing the bureaus and putting the CFPB in charge. But anyway, so one of the studies, one of the research that he did on the credit bureaus, found out that only 2% of all the letters that are sent to the credit bureaus are addressed and are worked on. And why is that? Because it just happened that a lot of people now are going into Google, listening to so many gurus out there that are quote unquote helping you out, and you go to Google, get this cookie cutter letters. These cookie cutter letters are what everybody's using. The 609 letters and that jargon, that legal jargon that no longer works. And what happened is this on credit bureaus have what's called the Oscar system, which they score you between 26 to 30, and the 26 is usually the lowest. So what they do is, as soon as they get your letter, it goes through that system, and that system is an algorithm that actually either decides to, we're not gonna work on it because it's just like every other one. We think is spam, or we are going to go ahead and upgrade it to a person, so then that person can go through it and then decide to actually work on your credit report. And unfortunately, that's what's going on. So I want to make sure that we bring to you some fresh content. In this case, we worked with a lot of our attorneys. Our letters, you're not gonna find them anywhere. We want to make sure that that stays in the best credit blueprint. Want to give it to our clients so like that they have some results. And guys, to now, I mean, we're talking about 99.9% of our people get everything removed. But you know what? I'm gonna leave it up to you. You guys make the decision on everything that we're giving you. But what I'm telling you is we could help you out. We could teach you. Our goal is to teach you how to fish. And that's my say, not give you the fish. Another reason why people are not seeing results every time that they submit this letter, so things come back verified, collections and disputes, is because they try to write these letters. Like once they get the letter, now they want to put their own jargon, they research more legal mumbo jumbo, here we go, and put it in the letter. And sometimes, I mean, the system don't even recognize that jargon, that legal jargon. If you ever read a contract, some of the stuff, even me, some of the stuff, you don't even understand what the hell they're saying. That's legal jargon, that's attorneys talk, but you don't do that. That's not what you do in this letter. You want to make sure that you are the person writing this letter. And obviously you want to state the law in which you are actually submitting this letter under. So usually it's the FCRA of 1970, which is the Fair Credit Repairing Act, and which gives you the authority or the power to dispute anything that you feel is absolutely erroneous or unduly in your credit report. So you have the right that under the Credit Repair Act. So one of the things that a lot of people do in the letter, so once they do all of this, they put the legal jargon and any other things that they find on Google, on the net, is that they sign it. You never want to sign your letter. You never want to put a wet signature, meaning that you take a pen and sign. Never do that. You type your name, because the moment that you sign that, they can use that to verify all your accounts, because it's your signature in all your other accounts. And that could be a verifiable information right there. Now guys, so one of the things that I want to go ahead and advise, so let's just say, so anytime that we advise any of our clients to go ahead and submit a dispute letter, and we teach you how to do that. The way you send it to the U.S. Postal Service. Make sure that the letter is certified. Why? Because it's timestamped. Under the law, they have 30 days. So the bureaus have 30 days to do the investigation, either verify or delete your information. Most of the time it comes back delete, but let's just say it came back verified. For whatever reason, they found the information was verified. But one of the things that I'm going to tell you is keep in mind before you send this letter. One of the main things that we advise everybody is you need to stage your credit report. What I mean by stage is you go to LexisNexis and SageStream, which became one. You go to CoreLogic and Innovis, and you freeze your credit bureaus, your sub bureaus. These sub bureaus are the bureaus that hold your public information. So all your public information, addresses, numbers, and everything else that that have to do with you. The bureaus, Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, are going to try to verify that information through them. But guess what? If you freeze these, they will no longer be able to do that. So they're gonna look in between, meaning that they're gonna see the account. They're gonna try to find anything verifiable. And one of those things, obviously, your name is your name, and it's not going to change. But what I advise you to do is make sure that you go back and you try to delete, and you delete, because you have the right. You delete any variations of your name. Make sure that you only have one job. And what I'm going to advise you is make sure that that address that you had that account with that you are disputing is no longer there. How do you do that? Is you are going to call the bureau and you're going to let them know, hey, I need to change my address. Why? Because I no longer, wink, wink, live there. This is my new address, and I want to make sure that no sensitive information are going to this old address. So any older variation of the address that I have there, I need you to please delete. Sometimes they'll work with you, sometimes they don't. So, but if you go to Experian.com, you could always create a free account. you could go into the disputed items. You see all the addresses that they have on file, and you could say, not mine, not mine, not mine, not mine. Sometimes they come back saying, hey, but this X creditor is reporting this address. Says, not true. They reported the last cycle. This cycle, they will be reporting the address that I'm giving you because I already changed that address with that creditor. Okay, good to go. And down below, they are required to do that. So one of the main things is once you do all this, your stage, this is one of the things why most of our clients have success. But let's just say it came back verified. What you are going to do is then you're going to go to the original creditors. Look, I need you to verify this information. I need you to please send me what is that I owe you. Most of the time, I tell you almost 99% of the time, there's always that 1% that you're going to find, is they are not going to have your account anymore. Why? Because if it's in collections or anything charge-offs, what a charge-off is they already declare that debt as a loss. So they charge it off at the end of the year on their taxes, and that becomes a debt, a charge-off, a debt. They put it into the taxes, in other words. So they sold that debt to 1 to 3 collection company. They no longer have it in the record. It's a collection company now trying to collect on your money. And guess what? Another thing you got to keep in mind is you never sign a contract with a collection company. So what they're going to do, they don't no longer have that. You're going to request, send me a letter that if you no longer have that, you just want to make sure. And usually they will send you a letter. You could take this letter, going back to the credit bureaus and say, look, I don't know how you verify, who you verify this collection or this charges from, but this account doesn't exist. So by law, you have 30 days to delete this. Otherwise, I am going to sue you. Nobody wants to be sued. No credit bureau wants to be sued. So with this, almost 100% of the time, you'll get your account deleted. Guys, I hope this helped you. This is great content. Once again, if this was your first time on this channel, please comment, let us know how we did. Tell me if you're going through a dispute or charge of anything you need help with. Let's look to those comments and let's see how we could probably create a follow-up video to this and help you out. Now, if this was your first time, make sure you subscribe, click on the bell icon, make sure you click on all, give us a thumbs up, guys. I appreciate your time. My name is Carlos. I am the Credit Assassin. This is the Credit Assassins and the best credit blueprint, which will help you. So if you're interested in that, give us a call, 516-600-0127. Guys, until the next time, my name is Carlos, and I'll see you in the next video.